Actually, saying women are doing the same thing that men
Have you hold this?
women doing the same thing.
Okay. And if we can have your name.
My name is Jeremy.
And how old are you, Jeremy?
I'm 27.
27. Okay. What do you do?
So I just graduated law school. So I just got hired for Fedora Legal Services.
Congratulations.
Check me out.
All right. And Jeremy, what do you look for in a woman?
Man, I want somebody who can hold it down. Conversations. I love conversations. You know what I'm saying? She know how to throw it on because I go out every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I like honesty too, though. You know what I'm saying? Don't be lying to me and shit. You feel me? If you on that, you know what I'm saying? We could talk about whatever. So if you got secrets and shit, talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Let me know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. So we did get a couple of pop balloons. Let's go over to these ladies and see what's going on. All right.
All right, let's see what's happening.
Okay. Let's start here. If we can have your name and how old you are.
My name is Fiona, and I'm 34.
And Fiona, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I really like your smile, but I just felt the young vibes immediately, and then I'm not sure if I like the hat and the shoes.
Okay. For sure.
Just a sense of style. So yeah, that's it.
All right. And now is Fiona your type?
Fiona, what you looking for in a guy?
I'm looking for a maturity. I'm looking for a leader,
Okay.
and a breadwinner.
What's a leader?
Someone that can teach me something new, because I feel like lately I'm always teaching a man something, so I want someone to guide me and teach me something.
Okay. So what if he could teach you something, but he a leader, he on the up and up? You know what I'm saying? You gonna hold it down, or you just gonna be like, oh, since you ain't got the bread, you dismiss?
Well, it's not necessarily that, but it's also the age difference too. So I don't know if you have a maturity for someone that'll be 35 this year.
All right, when you was young, you ever dated somebody older?
I have.
All right, so what's up with the age then?
Do you feel you can lead me?
I think I can lead you wherever you trying to go.
Okay. Then I might reconsider my balloon being popped.
Oh.
Sure. All right, like the tat though. Was that a butterfly?
It is a butterfly.
How many tattoos you got?
About roughly 20.
Okay, they
Okay,
mean something,
tatted.
or you just be getting tatted?
No, they mean something.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. What's the best tat you
Put that
got?
Marcus Reyes on it.
Probably I got an Afro chick on my back, and it represents my sister.
Oh,
That
okay.
passed, yeah.
Oh, okay, rest in peace. I feel that.
Thank
I
you.
had people that died, you know what I'm saying? So I understand, you know. It hurt, we move on, we rap, you know?
Exactly. I'm moving on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Fiona, you feeling the vibe or?
I'm feeling the vibe. I am. Okay. I like it. I like the aggression. That's how I am.
Okay. Are we getting a balloon back?
I think we're getting a balloon back.
Let's get the balloon back.
Let's get that. Yeah. Hey, red, my mom's favorite color too.
Oh, okay. We're gonna be back for you. All right. Let's go to our next lady.
up?
We can have your name and how old you are.
I'm Sierra. I'm 27 as well.
Okay, all right, 27 gang.
Sierra, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I popped the balloon for the fit because I know we both got on the phone and he said dress to impress, and you wearing a hoodie, and it's not given for me, unfortunately. But honestly, I'm feeling the inside. Like, I like the voice. I like that you are interested in getting to know us.
Yeah.
I love your, like your swag, whatever you want to call it. Like, I like that. But it's the fit for me because first impressions are everything, and dress to impress, I'm about that.
Okay.
Like, style, it's not given for me.
All right, I feel that. So first impression, right? So
I
what
think
else
we
you
get
see
the
on my
point,
hoodie?
JR.
DOF and a
Okay.
crown.
All right, so
All right, Dara. Go ahead, Dara.
I think he's trying to say don't judge a book by its cover, right? Or am I wrong?
No, he was right.
He put that in white Reyes on it. But hey, I was gonna say, I don't know if she popped that balloon at the end, but sometimes you just gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them. I would have walked like after all them balloons popped. I'm not even trying to see them. I raised up the first chick. I'm about to walk off. Because one thing that a lot of dudes can do is when you go down that line and you got to start talking to all the other chicks and finding out why they rejected you, and then you have to start trying to talk to all these other chicks. There was one chick that took her balloon back gonna be the one that pop and say, "I heard what you said down to the girl that rejected you." I would have folded like, "Hey, look, y'all already popped y'all balloon. I convinced this one to grab hers back. I'm about to get off this way."
I feel like the biggest issue on these shows is that the women always judge based off a man's outfit when that's something that can be changed, right?
It's
Like
the
what he wore
stupidest
that
reason
day
to reject
is not
somebody.
that big of a deal. They don't even give them a chance to introduce themselves. to say anything. I would have at least let him talk. I like the fact that he was in law school, but if he had said one more time, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Type shit. I would have popped my balloon.
And he graduated, by the way, I tell you. He graduated law school.
He graduated law school and he said he had a job offer coming up. And it was like, okay, can we, how many more words
that job
or
gonna help
vocabulary do you have?
Yeah, that job gonna help.
Because what is going on? Like, we can't say a sentence without saying, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That would have made me pop my balloon.
He did just graduate. He probably ain't got a job yet. And that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, this type of show, and this is in our community, is not helping us. That Zeus Network where women gotta go and audition to fight.
They fight in the audition.
Right, you gotta fight in the audition. And then I just saw somebody's got a broke nose, and she said, "I'm going to the hospital again." Like, do you like? Am I the only one that's waking up? Like, am I in the twilight zone? Here's a young black man came in a room, didn't even get to speak. Pop, 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 pop. These hoes will never even meet an attorney unless it's in a strip club. Like, let's keep it 100. These little hood rats don't have an education.
She said they won't beat them unless it's in a
They don't have an education, because if you're an educated woman, you're gonna let a man. You're not gonna go by how he dressed, because I could change. I know how to dress my man. I'm gonna buy all his clothes. I mean, not buy him.
So
yeah, I don't care about. We gotta get.
I think it was the age. I don't think it was the fact.
All of them popped it, and it was one that was 28,
like,
and she popped it too. So
okay,
it's not the age. It's just that they didn't like that he wasn't flashy. He wasn't what black men represent themselves in the media today as, which is designer and flashy. But the millionaires are not wearing that, and the people with real money are not flashing it because they don't want to look like a target. They don't want to be known for their money. But broke people who aren't used to anything, that new money, that's what they do. So that's what those women are after, and it's a shame. That's why they probably won't get married. They're gonna get a baby daddy, and this is our problem. We have to go more in depth on the character. Clothes can be changed. A bald head, we could go get you that little thing where the hair come back. Like, we could get you together, baby. I could take you to Saks with your card, on your birthday. I might get you something to revamp some things. That could be changed. I don't like shows like that. We coming on shows fighting for attention, broke nose, popping.
Shout out to the Ali Dreams starter pack.
Yeah, I agree with the ladies. I think they didn't give the young man an opportunity, because he was a nice looking young man. I could just tell, even though the hat was kind of low. It was the way he dressed. But when you say he was 27, he's 27. I don't care if you're an attorney or whatever. He's 27. So I think that they popped their balloon, far too early. But they do that all. Like, I agree with Ali says, they do that. Whoever said that, they do that all the time. You have to listen to a person talk, let them speak, and then you can, because a lot of guys don't know how to dress. You got to go in there and help them a little bit. Be like Ali said with his, I peeped that Ali, you said with his card.
Because you just like, I want to just say, why, because I saw a little comment about that. I want to say with his card, because as a man, and I want to see your leadership. I want to see if you can provide. Sure, I can bring things to the table, and I'm a spoiler. I like to spoil. If we're committed, I like to spoil. I like nice things. I like to get you something from Louis. I like to get you something from Dior. If I see that, I like Mr. Porter, and that's an all man app, and I got to get off that, because I got nobody buy that for. But I'm just saying, like, I like that stuff, so I want that in return. So I don't mind revamping your wardrobe. That's easy.
Yeah. I think it had a lot to do with him just being. He's young. And that's how young guys dress. You know what I'm saying? But I thought that they popped the balloon. It was very,
Here's the tripped out part. Like, this is pop the balloon. I get it. that Arlette done told them to come up there dressed a certain way, or dress, what did she say? Dress to impress or whatever, right? It's pop the balloon. Y'all all came up here in Fashion Nova dresses. You know what I mean? Like, y'all look good, but like, come on now. Let's keep it a bean. Like, y'all not on on a regular, just about look. One of the chicks had on a black jacket with a regular t-shirt and some jeans. Like, come on, man.
Basic women, they're basic, all of them. Most times they are all like, except for some, they got their body done. But what makes you special? That's a $6,000 special right now going on BB.
Like, come on, man. Like, one of the chicks got up there. We just seen a chick.
Everybody got it.
Ali,
not special. Like, what are you thinking?
Damn.
I think too, it's important to say like I can see Marcus wearing something dressed down. People like to show their personality because you meet somebody, you want that person to meet you who you are, and that's my personality. This is how I like to do my thing, and so it kind of shows him, who he is.
Like,
yeah, he. I think that was LeBalance he got on. I think the Spike version, Louboutins. Yeah, and his sweat the shirt, that's his company. Him and his friends started. So he was trying to put his brand on, is what he said right in there. I thought that when I be talking about how I want my son to behave and shit, I see him operating like that as opposed to that first guy. And when I'm talking like that dude has the ability to go get what he wants.
He did.
Now, did he get it on that panel? I don't think so. But in real life, he's gonna be able to create a conversation, feel comfortable enough with women to be able to engage with them, create an environment where they feel comfortable, and then whatever his move is from there. If you want to date them seriously, he has the skill set to do it. If you're trying to have a one night stand and they down for it consensually without it harming them, he has the skill set to do it. Like the first guy, if that was my son, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be a little disappointed. I ain't gonna hold you. I'd be I love him.
And I think I don't see any of them being, to me, they're his match. That's my personal, if that was my son, I wouldn't have matched him with any of the young ladies anyway.
His hat is so
fun. That girl in the orange got a clip-on $5 pony from the beauty supply. This one didn't even do her hair. She just pulled
He wore a shirt that said, "My ex is my biggest fan."
Right. And then this one got on a fur hat with a wig because she didn't lay her lace down.
Ali.
So, like, I'm just saying, like, you just come to the table with something before you start popping balloons, because these girls that be on these shows, these Instagram girls, don't have shit going for themselves. I know lots of them that's bad as hell, don't got nothing up here. They all done.
You know what, JR? I wish you could find that one. I did see one that was amazing to me. Did y'all see the one where the girl, it was two, it wasn't like a whole pop the balloon, there was one person and one person. And the guy, I guess he was a teacher or something, and the girl, she was about their life. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "I like you." She was like, "We're not even the same." But she was like preaching knowledge to him, like, "Sir, go teach the kids. You don't want this." Like, we're not in the same, like, and I was
because she was a stripper or something like that. And she was like, "I don't think you would like my past."
It was just not even in the same neighborhood. It was just awful.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
And she was just trying to save him, but in just a nice way, like, "Sir,
you think you want this? You don't want this."
You're not ready for this.
My balloon based off looks. I'm popping my balloon based off what you say, and if you're, I'm a generous person. I'm a real loving and generous person, despite how I act on the panel, and that's all I would want from my partner, to be loving and generous and willing to go into that loving space with me, so that we could use that to support our dreams. I can help him reach his goals. I reach my individual, and we have some together. So I don't care about how men dress.
Well, I think they asked them to pop their balloon based on how they dress, because I noticed when no women pop their balloon, before he could even ask a question, they go and tell the men, "Okay, go pop 3 balloons." And he like, "Can I ask a question first?" They're like, "Nah, you just got to go pop 3 balloons just based on face value." Like, so I think they do kind of encourage them, like, "Hey, if you don't like what you see when you walk up, pop that balloon." It's not, and that's the reason why I said some of them, I just know my experience. I dated a young guy before, and if I felt like I was like that much older than him, it would have taken a conversation for you to actually get me to change my mind. Like, if you have experiences, and I've seen older women say that. I see other older women say that, like, "I've tried dating a younger guy. I've tried this and I tried that. And even though he was nice, he had good conversation and things like that, he lacked the ability to lead." But yeah, after he said he graduated from law school and he's proactively getting in an environment to where he can put himself in the position to lead, I agree. I would have took that into consideration before popping my balloon. But a lot of them popped their balloon before he even had a chance to say that about himself.
There was
Go ahead, Sweeney.
I was gonna say there was another pop the balloon episode that I seen where the dude walked out there with, I think he walked out there with roses or flowers or something like that. And what was crazy was that I read the comments and a lot of dudes was calling him a simp. But the reality was that actually he rejected most of the women up there, but he got to the last one and she was degenerate. She wasn't worth a damn because she had rejected him for something stupid. Like I think it was
flowers to all the women.
Yeah, he was giving flowers to all the women, but she thought like, oh, you gonna give me the same flower you get, or it got to her. She thought she was getting the last flower, and he was actually gonna give her a bouquet, and she felt some type of way. She felt dumb. You seen it on her face when she felt dumb when he went back and grabbed it. But a lot of people was calling dude a simp, saying, "Oh man, that shit don't work." I'm like, y'all do realize he rejected all the women up there. It wasn't the other way around. It wasn't like all the girls popped their balloons on him, and then he was just trying to make his case. He actually did the rejecting. He popped most of the balloons up there and got to the last girl and was like, "Yeah, you was my choice from the jump." I think he was like, "Yeah, you was my choice," and then she felt some type of way.
All right. I do want to play this last clip, man. This is about questions you should ask when you meet somebody. So I'm gonna play this and then we're gonna get about it.
Message from a psychologist if you're dating. If you're single and you're looking for a relationship, message is for you. Stop asking these people, he, she, they, about their middle name. It doesn't matter. Their favorite color, I could not possibly care less. Town they grew up in, Ask them about their biggest disappointment and how they handled that. Ask them about coping skills that they use. And then if they have a question about what coping skills are, write that down. Ask them about their goals for themselves. It's August, right? Ask them how they would know that this year has been successful for them. Ask them what their definition of success is and failure. Ask them what their relationship with their caregivers or parents were. What are they? Ask them about abortion and civil rights in the Supreme Court, but please don't act like you care about the middle name. It doesn't matter. They could change it tomorrow.
Good questions to ask, man. You meet somebody. What y'all think about that? But you got a point. I see you shaking your head, Will. Like y'all liking them questions.
I'm thoroughly convinced women don't know how to get men without sex.
I thought those were great questions.
That's a shade, ain't it, Will?
No, it's
Will
just
done took off his do-rag and he feeling himself. What? Get off that, man.
you might be feeling me. You just stop talking to me.
You are.
Will, do you have a problem with
See, this like school, grammar school. Guys do that to me all the time.
I have a problem with women who are overly aggressive and talk too damn much.
Oh, no,
She's
you
one
just
of them.
like me. And
Man,
that's-
I'm not saying nothing to you.
That's
You
a
keep
shame.
addressing me. So I was just listen. You've
You
insulted
like
me all
me.
night.
You like the way I look.
Okay, I'm moving on.
It's evident because you wouldn't even be trying to bully me like you do.
Yeah, nah, he don't like none of he ain't gonna like
Oh,
none of it.
yeah,
Just like when you
ho,
agree
all
with
that
everything
other
he
stuff.
say. You just gotta
And
agree
then
with
you
everything.
being
Just
mean.
agree with
Like for what? We talking about coming together, kumbaya. Jeez.
Okay. So I think you can learn something about somebody from the questions. So like for me, I think what was the question? She said, what was his greatest disappointment? I think you could learn how somebody deals with rejection, deal with stress, deal with chaos, how they interact in problem solving and resolution. I think they decent. I don't know if that's the first thing you come out there and ask somebody. Maybe I don't know, but yeah, I think you could learn something from some. But again, that's for when you're actually actively seeking to be in a relationship. What we was talking about earlier, I wasn't talking about somebody seeking to be in a relationship. And Sweeney and Dog, you seen that girl with that "all my exes are my biggest fan" shirt?
Yeah.
So if she came and started flirting with you and tried to give you something, you gonna just run away? You gonna tell her no?
I'm leaving that alone, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to become an ex and end up being her biggest fan.
Okay.
I don't want to join the fan crew.
Right. Now you're a part of the fan club.
No, okay.
because I think I don't know which ex it is, but I would assume the very most recent breakup is the fan. So I don't know, man.
And wait, to be serious with you, bro.
Let's counter it.
I'm
Like,
trying to approach things with a different mindset than I once did. If you asked me this question 10 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, my answer would have been different. But like honestly, to be real with you, what really changed my mind is the conversations that I've seen, that I've had, and all the shit that I've witnessed over the last 3 years, from watching people date and the problems that they've had, and watching how our community has gone. So my mindset is changing now. So I'm trying to approach things from a different mindset. So with the mindset that I will have now and the mindset that I want to teach others to have, I will argue you should leave somebody like that alone. I don't care if she came up and licked the jerk sauce off your finger. I don't care if she showed up with the titties on display. I don't care. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? That's the problem, part of it. That's the part of the problem right now. At least to me, you know what I mean? Obviously, you got a different ideology, which we already covered. You know what I mean? But to me, I see the reality of the situation. I see what we're dealing with right now. I see the way our community is, and I'm like, man, I truly believe maybe we got it wrong.
Yeah, for me, I just became closer and closer with my mentor and a bishop, and I think, I know, me and Sweeney, I think I introduced you to him. Was it the other day, Sweeney?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we had a long conversation about. Actually, we had a conversation about that polygyny thing. Yeah. So I became closer and closer with my bishop, and man, it's not even a matter of what society is doing. It's just a matter of what does God expect of me as a man, and it's just not even worry about society and just focus on that, because
That's what's
society.
up. You a follower of the bishop? He's your leader?
Is he my leader? He's yeah. I'm a follower of the bishop. Yeah, he was. I met him actually met him 20-something years ago when I was at my lowest, and they ministered me back on the right path. You know, I was going through something terrible in my life, and they came into my life, and they brought some saneness to me. So ever since then, I've been appreciative of him, and I just recently reconnected with him because I've been going through a drought, like a disconnect for maybe like several years, 7 or 6 years, 6 or 7 years or whatever. And I recently connected with him again and just started incorporating some of his teachings or some of the word into, my life and inevitably into the content I'm now making. So it's a lot of the stuff is starting to dawn in on me on how we talk about stuff. And I kind of had to make some changes. You know what I'm saying? And what I notice is a lot of creators like myself are kind of a slave to the ideology. If because they're getting a bag or a check from it. Me, I came into the game already made. You know what I'm saying? So I can pivot based on whether I learn something new, and I won't be bogged down by my audience, because I noticed I had a conversation with one guy and he was like, "Man, you know what? I believe exactly what you believe." And I said, "Well, why do you continue to bash and do all this shit?" And he said, "If I change up, all my numbers gonna go down, and then I'm gonna have to go get a 9 to 5." And I was like, you know what? That explains why a lot of guys, when I talk to them outside of the content they make, they're a whole totally different person.
I told you they be lying.
But when they get on the microphone, they have to feed their algorithm so they can get paid. So a lot of guys are trapped once they started bashing women and they start reaping revenue from it. They're kind of stuck, because if they try to change up, now they lose the revenue. So they're kind of forced to stay 10 toes down on that side of the game. So I'm like, it's sad that the money is making us do that. And I guess I'm blessed that
against the community to make us hate one another. But how can we procreate? How can we build without one another? And Will, every time I talk, you just be rolling your eyes and shit. What's wrong? What's wrong?
Hey, bro, I was just about. It's crazy that Blue.
You acting dumb, like you don't know what I'm talking about. Every time I try to say something, you like, "Oh,
hey y'all,
go up."
This woman wants to talk to me so bad about something. I have no idea what
I'm
it
asking
is.
you a direct question. Why, when I speak, you make faces? I don't want to talk to you. I just told you I have a roster. Why would I need you? Do you want to be on the roster? You don't. So we not compatible. So, anyways, like I was saying, it's an agenda against our community. They want to keep us divided so they can remain at the top. Anytime Elon Musk can go into the White House and be in the presidential office and be holding conferences, that lets you know that money runs this community. This country, and they do run this country. The more money they have. So why wouldn't we learn to get along? Why wouldn't we make sex the last thing that we try to accomplish and try to accomplish more? They want you all to create podcasts that say, woman bash, and then me to create a podcast to man bash for what? But then how can we ever own anything together? This is ridiculous at this point. So thank you, Darwin, for actually taking an examination of what was going on and changing the trajectory, whether you lose revenue or not. I appreciate that. And I'm thankful for that.